So I graduated from West Point, the United States Military Academy, and I served 5 years in the military, including tours in Kosovo and Iraq. While I was in the military, I became Airborne Ranger qualified. I was a captain when I was in Iraq. I was the logistics officer of the largest brigade in the largest division in Iraq that first year, and I got to do some really great work to solve a lot of pretty serious supply issues, shortages that first year. I was awarded a Bronze Star for my time there, and then I got out and I went to Stanford University to get my Master's of Business Administration. And after that, I went to New York. I worked in finance. I ended up opening up my own private equity shop, a microcap focused on buying a company. And then I decided to become an entrepreneur and become an advocate for the homeschooling movement. I launched Buehler Education. And the entire time since I was in high school, I've been involved in numerous children's sort of efforts, whether it was coaching, mentoring, being on boards of nonprofits, helping kids with admissions into colleges. And so that really encompassed a large part of my life. And then I've been a part-time teacher as well here in Austin. So given all that and the fact that I'm not black or Hispanic and the fact that I don't have any sort of background as far as trouble with the law, from just a resume perspective, a lot of people would say he's sort of the all-American guy and he can do no wrong type person. Like, these people are corrupt, and they are willing to destroy the lives of peaceful people who have never hurt anyone in order to cover up the crimes of two violent cops who are on video and where numerous witnesses identified them as aggressive felons. I have been trying to keep this, in the public's eye for the purpose of trying to get people to break away from the notion that cops aren't inherently a force for good or something that we need here in society, or to try to break down this notion that we need to support and defend our cops even when they commit violent crimes and even when they're destroying people's lives. We're trying to create a culture change where people will stand up and protect and serve one another, and they will oppose violence no matter where it comes from, to include from the police force. So that's why we've been continuing to push forward and keep trying to make it an issue, and that's why we had the Police Accountability Conference. That's why we do our cop watches, our Know Your Rights training, all these things we do probably on a day-to-day basis here in this country. Hundreds, if not thousands of people who are wrongfully arrested, thrown in jail, and had their lives upturned because of crooked criminal cops and a corrupt system. I know the story of Eric Scott, another West Pointer who was gunned down by police. His father, Bill Scott, has been fighting a very hard fight against the Las Vegas Police Department. Unfortunately, I think that the Las Vegas Police Department is a lot more powerful and a lot more corrupt than the Austin Police Department. So winning that fight is even more difficult, and I think the fight will be in Austin. But you talked about how cops are not necessarily honorable and brave, and I think that that's absolutely true. And a lot of people like to use the generalization that cops are heroes, and I think that while no generalization is accurate, that generalization is certainly not accurate, and a far more accurate generalization is cops are cowards. Cops are cowards. Cops are the only people in society that have permission to go around killing unarmed people preemptively because they're scared of them, because of officer safety. No other profession in our nation, including our soldiers that fight overseas, are allowed to go around killing civilians because they're scared of them. No other profession in this country kills as many dogs on a daily basis because they're afraid of the dogs. We have postmen who go to houses every single day and get bit by cops all the time who don't go around shooting dogs. The cops in this country are cowards. They shoot people who are innocent because they're afraid of them, or at least they say that. They shoot dogs that are innocent because they are afraid of them all the time. It's disgusting. And very few cops actually fight real crime. because very few cops are willing to go out after the criminal cops who are destroying people's lives. So I want to stop hearing the refrain that cops are heroes, and I want to hear the refrain from most people in society that cops are cowards.